winning.
Calm down there, Charlie.
Welcome to the Sportz Phenz Show. The show where, just like you, we can't get
I
enough
don't hear
sports.
anything, and it's all good.
It's like you hear the music. Good rule of thumb in life.
Hey!
Super Bowl 50.
Hey! Diego Rubio!
We could just pantomime it.
It's the Hot
Here's your
Mic
host.
series.
Arthur Knight.
1-0 Rapids. They are champions.
They are champions.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the 1-0 Rapids
Nice.
that always
It's
gets me.
Yo, what is good in the hood? Welcome to the Sportz Phenz Show. I am Arthur Knight, and with me is Mr. Ryan Legan, the beast from the east. That's what I'm dubbing him right now. I just literally pulled that out of my backside.
No, I'll take that.
This show
He's
has
like, that's
some,
wicked cool. That's
Yeah,
wicked
man.
cool.
some weird
You didn't
vibes
even-
already.
You didn't even clear that with me. That was great.
Beast
All
from
right,
the East.
strap on. Get your seatbelt on, man. We're about to get. It's about to get wicked here. It's about to get.
Beastly.
It's about to get very uncomfortable. Make sure you loosen your collar.
Just the right amount, though. You know.
All right, well, we are coming to you live from Sohai Cafe at 4300 West Alameda in Denver, Colorado. Stop on by, say what's up to Vinny, get you some barbecue. No? Okay. Don't just say hi to
We're
Vinny.
doing a remodel. If you want to
Come by
down,
and
do
say
the
hi to Vinny.
podcast, Come see us on Thursdays. Come see us on Fridays. We'll let you know what's going on.
All right, there we go. My bad. I was literally in record mode, like
All the muscle
the
memory.
muscle memory, yeah.
I know.
I was in robot mode. That's what I was in.
Do you like that?
Hey, well, come on by, say what's up to Vinny, give him a hug, he needs it. But we are also being brought to you by iEnvy Vision. iEnvy Vision is devoted to offering affordable and fashionable eyewear.
Dude, my specs are from IN.
Hey, but we
Oh,
can't see
there
them
you
right
go.
now. Mine are too. But how is that working out for you?
Yeah, actually, I have another pair on the way.
That's what's up.
So,
Nice.
All right, well,
Bryson is a
iEnvy.
good dude. Bryson's an awesome dude. Man.
Yeah, man, that's my guy. That's my guy. He's also my cousin.
I know that.
He's also my cousin. He's a good dude, though. He'll do you right. I'm telling you right now. iEnvy Vision is your eye advocates. Their goal is to provide all with the education and awareness needed to make informed decisions about your vision and health. They are located off of Alameda and Buckley in Aurora, Colorado, but you can call today at 720-762-4290 or book online at ienvyvision.com. They take most medical insurance and Medicaid, so call or book today at 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. That's 720-762-4290 or ienvyvision.com. iEnvy Vision, we see you. And obviously, Mark can see today because he got some new specs, man. Talk about it. How was your experience? Like,
It was
give us
awesome. It was quick. Went in, had glasses 2 weeks later, and
Did you get all the bells and whistles on your?
I got the blue light filter and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it really don't cost as much as people think it really does.
And
you
it's
know?
the first. They had actually a sale, and I got those the clip-on sunglasses for these ones. So
Nice,
yeah, so I'm happy
nice.
about that. I haven't had sunglasses since like high school.
Yeah,
When I used to wear
I'm bougie.
contacts.
I got the transition, so I'm bougie. I paid for that.
I never liked those, but yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it works for it.
No, but I mean the experience was great.
That's cool.
Good doctor, and everything was quick, and they worked with my insurance. So
That's what's up.
awesome.
That's what's up. All right, shameless plug there again. An extra plug for iEnvy Vision. Stop on by. Tell them the Sportz Phenz sent you. All right, man. So the Nuggets are on fire, man. I know. You're a Boston Celtics fan, and it hurts. It hurts, right?
Why?
Right now. It hurts.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
I
hurts.
mean, we didn't expect to be world beaters this year, but
Right.
we've been competitive. I think there's one game that Houston embarrassed us. Outside of that, we've been competitive. But yes, we've seen better days. But I've been spoiled as well. So
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. It's in general though. I mean, this gives them an opportunity to, kind of raise the young guys. So when your big guns do come back, you get an opportunity to, make another run.
Right, yeah, you got guys like Jordan Walsh and Baylor Shireman and some of these dudes that are seeing minutes that they wouldn't otherwise see and hopefully can be bigger contributors later.
Right,
the
right.
problem is we're still too competitive. Like, I would love to just snatch like a quick top 5 pick out of this season, but it seems like we're going to go like 500.
Ryan
play-in
said tank.
team.
I want the lottery.
I mean, did you see this year's draft class? Like,
I mean,
there's
it is
top-
gonna be-
top 3 or 4 guys are.
Yeah,
like,
it's
those are
gonna
some
be.
dudes.
It's gonna be a good one next year too. It's gonna be a good one too. So, but the Nuggets though, they are on fire, man.
Yeah.
6-game win streak. What popped out to me though, was when they threw up the stat in last night's game. Well, 2 things. One, the Denver Nuggets just won 2 back-to-back games in a row. Like, not just last night and the night before, but last week they played a back-to-back and won both of those games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then 2, during this time they've played 11 games, right? They're 9-2.
Yep.
So they've played 11 games, and the Denver Nuggets are number 2 in offense and number 2 in defense.
It's crazy.
That defense is the big difference. I mean, the offense was just as good last year, you could argue, but the defense was one of the worst in the leagues the whole regular season, right?
The offense is probably numerically or statistically the same, but to the eye test, it's way more fluid. Like, you even have Jokic doing the pick and roll, like where he's rolling to the basket and doing dunks. Like, it's insane how and here's the topper though. Here's the topper. They're doing it efficiently. Like, Jokic only missed 2 shots last night.
The first night he missed 2 shots, right?
Yeah. Excuse me. The night before last, missed 2 shots. His first 2 shots, and then didn't miss a shot for the rest of the night.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
It's funny.
scored-
He missed those 2 shots. I was like, oh, Jokic is kind of shooting.
He's
not
off.
that well.
Yeah, maybe his wrist is like, what's wrong with this dude?
And then he goes and
He's probably a
scores
little
like
sick.
crazy man.
Yeah, right.
Then he
right.
scores 40-something points, or 30. What was it? 35, 12, or no, excuse me, 35, 14, and 14, or something crazy.
You talking about what?
No,
Not
the
last night.
No, the night before
Oh,
last.
the night before.
Yeah, the night before.
Right.
'Cause
I was
last
gonna
night
say,
he
you know
scored
what
50.
happened last night? 55.
Yeah.
55. That's why I was like, the 2 things you said that stuck out wasn't the 55 points that Jokic put up. Like,
Right.
that's so crazy.
What stuck out about last night's game to me is the coach from the Clippers, Ty. What's his last name? Lue.
Ty Lue. Yep.
Ty Lue. He said his plan in the post game. He said our plan was to turn Jokic into a scorer and take away his assists.
He only had 6 assists.
I mean,
Well, all right. So to give Ty Lue credit where it's due, I think I had seen a stat. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe y'all can remember this, but I think in games where Jokic had scored 50 or more historically, the Nuggets were like 1-4 or
I
something
think
like
they're
that.
0-4.
Well,
They
1-4
were
now.
0
But
and
yeah,
4. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So there was a little bit of method to that madness. Obviously, it looks dumb when you lose by 14 and you're.
This is a different team.
He's 18-23 with. Or sorry, no, that's the game before.
Sorry, I was bouncing back and forth
No,
on
it's
you.
okay. It's okay. But yeah, to your point, it's the depth of this team around him. Now, granted, the Clippers are struggling this year, and you could argue, well, if they had played him the way that he would traditionally be played, maybe they lose by more than 14.
You're being
but
nice. Struggling this year. Struggling. That's the adjective we're going to use. Okay.
It's been a rough season
Struggling.
for them. Yeah, for sure. Well, how would you
Struggling is
describe it? Like,
It's been a crappy
you
year
wanna,
for
you
them.
want to take a dump all over him? Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate that team.
It's very early.
if this wasn't a family show, I would say F that team right now, loud and proud.
Sure.
I don't like any team from LA.
But
all
it's-
teams from LA can die.
But it's very early to be dumping on anyone, right?
Yeah,
Die.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Die. Wither away in the corner and die. Hate that team.
My kid's a Dodgers fan.
If they could
Oh. Right.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Hey, they
well,
just won. What am I gonna do?
I was gonna say
They just
we
won.
don't feel bad for Dodgers fans.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they just won. Take a long walk off a short cliff, por favor.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Andy's from San Diego.
Wow.
not that kid.
Yeah.
Not his kid.
There is some energy here tonight. That's very strange.
we need a other guy over there.
I don't know. We started off. No, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Okay. Best start in Nuggets history. Just to
Yeah.
go back to the Denver Nuggets. Like, I have been watching the Nuggets since the early 80s, aging myself, but that's okay. But I have been watching the Nuggets, and I honestly, I was digging back, and I was looking, I was Googling, I was checking stat reference. I can't think of a better 10-game start that any Nuggets team has
no.
had.
Obviously not.
Like number 2 in defense, number 2 in offense. They've only lost 2 games. One was very flukish when they lost to the Trailblazers. Like, I don't even think that should be an L. Like that.
All right, easy.
No, I mean seriously, the Trailblazers are a good up and coming team. They have great defense. I've actually seen them shut down a couple of different teams because they beat Oklahoma City as well, I believe. So it's not like they're not a tough team, but that win was a bit flukish for them, just on the things that happened at the end of the game.
Here's a great marker. We didn't used to watch basketball until Christmas. You know what I mean? I mean, literally, like 5 years ago, we weren't
Preach.
watching basketball until Christmas.
Preach.
Right.
'Cause
Like,
we're
no, I'm
still-
gonna wait
Yeah.
to see what this team's gonna do.
Yeah.
And then if they're good, we'll be like, okay, let's lock
I mean,
in.
maybe not true for Arthur, but for me, like.
So you're
you know.
saying this is about Jokic going 19 to 20 every night, and not about the hype of the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's about this team making.
Which the Denver Nuggets almost purposely seem to be ignoring or like trying to not do well in. Or
Because who
something.
cares?
Well,
Because you get extra games if you go high in the tournament, right? You get what, a game?
No,
or,
there's no extra games. They
Isn't
just
there? Yeah,
turn
no, they're-
regular season games into.
I think if you go to like the cup final or the cup semifinals.
Oh, that's right, because they have to fly to Las Vegas and
Right.
play those games. That's right.
But
So-
it's just those games. Everyone else gets extra games added to their regular season schedule based on.
So everybody has to play
Yeah.
extra games.
And what is the Nuggets' goal? To win the championship. They don't care about the.
Yeah, but they still have to
in-
play
team-
the extra
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Don't you want to hang a banner like the Lakers did? Or the Dodgers?
It's like the ghost of Larry
I was
Perkins
gonna
is in the
say
building or
this is just
something.
it's just
Larry
dump all
would be
over
so
LA,
proud
mate.
that we're talking about LA teams.
Right.
I can't believe that they hung a banner about that, but that's okay. That's
They were, I
crazy.
mean, they
That's
won
cool.
it. They
Yeah,
won
but,
it.
I mean, is it really a thing?
I'd be
Like-
okay.
like-
I mean, it is. It's a thing.
okay, all right.
So
That's
I was looking at this here because I had saw your note about this earlier and I
Uh-huh.
was looking it up. The Nuggets did start 9-1 in the 2019 season. So I guess my question for you
Oh, I
would
guess my
be-
research was not as well as I thought it was.
Well, I'm not sure.
That's-
This isn't a referendum on your research. My question for you is what you remember about
Sounds like a
that-
referendum, sir. I'm just kidding. Go ask your question.
what you remember about that season and how that team started. Like how does this compare to you? Like was there a reason that you were less optimistic at that point in time? Because that team won 54 games, but they did lose in the conference semis that year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the year that COVID started, right? I mean, because it was,
That was-
29 it
Yeah.
rolled into.
Yeah.
18-19, year before
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
18.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
right.
I thought you said 19. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
To be completely honest, I don't know why that didn't stick out so much. It might be because even in that 9-1 start in that season, like it didn't pass the eye test to me, and it's not even so much just that they're 9-2. It's not just the record.
Yeah.
It's like look at that season and what were they ranked in that time span, defensively and offensively as a team.
Right.
Right? Was Jokic averaging a triple-double with 30-point triple-doubles during that? Did they have a guy coming off the bench like Tim Hardaway that was shooting like he can, like the hoop is as big as this desk? Like, honestly,
Yeah.
he's shooting it from anywhere, almost eyes closed with his hand tied behind his back, and he's still making it.
Well, I just looked up the roster from that year.
Okay, give it to me.
Number 1, Will Barton.
Well, Yeah.
Malik
Okay, keep going.
Malik Beasley, Torrey Craig, Brandon Goodwin, Gary Harris was still
Oh,
here.
G Money.
There you go.
So Juan Hernan Gomez.
That's your guy.
Yeah. Tyler Linden, Trey Lyles, Paul Millsap, Monte Morris, Jamal Murray. Oh, Mason Plumlee. That's my other dude.
That is your other guy.
Michael Porter, Jr. Let's see. We got Isaiah Thomas, Jared Vanderbilt, and Thomas Welsh.
If I remember correctly, that was what year was MPJ drafted?
I think that was the year that he was drafted. Or no, his year. I think he was
Year
drafted
after.
the year before, and then he.
Because I think that was the whole year that he sat.
He was out that year.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, did you just hear the names on that team?
Yeah.
Like-
to your point, that's why I read the roster. But I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
and so,
like they started off good, and that was all coaching. Like Coach Malone, you got to tip your hat to him. He took that team to 54 wins.
Yeah.
Well, him and Jokic, and you know,
and Jamal. Yeah.
well,
Jamal and Will Barton, dude. Will the Thrill.
if you
Right. Well, the thrill.
if you say his name one more time in my presence,
All right. Listen. So I didn't live in Colorado that year, so I wasn't following them super closely yet. But I do.
Sure.
I have a hypothesis here. All right.
Uh-huh.
So at that point, this is pre-title Nuggets, right? And this is, if I remember correctly, like Jokic's probably first real breakout season.
Right.
So what you're talking about is a Nuggets team that has historically always fallen short, never won really anything of consequence. Like, you know, Nuggets are gonna nugget kind of mindset, right? Like, oh, okay, that's cool.
I
like,
think the
that's
year or 2 years
promising.
before that, they had lost to Minnesota and didn't go to the playoffs. Like that was their MO.
Right.
You
right.
know.
Yeah. So at the time, it's like, okay, it's an encouraging start, but you're not talking about what you have now, which is a championship core that like just gave the champions last year the best run for their money. You could argue maybe Indiana, whatever, and then got a lot better. And also, I'm looking at these games. A lot of these were very close wins in that 9-1 run, and the Nuggets are blowing everybody out. Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you put all of that together, like their point average that they're averaging
Yeah.
over these last 10, 11 games, it's different. That's what I mean by the whole start
and
is
they're
different.
They're playing a lot of games at home right now, and
Fair.
they've always been really good at home. So
They just won an away back-to-back last night and the
they
night before.
did. Yes, exactly. So good point. And then also in
Against
this,
two crappy teams. I'm not even gonna,
And-
Sacramento's not up there either. Like they have
they're
some
a competitive
issues.
team though.
They are.
They're
They are.
competitive, even if they're not great. The West is
Their chemistry is off right now, though.
They got some new pieces in there too.
Yeah, their
The West is
chemistry's
tough.
off.
But like I guess the case in point here is
Mm-hmm.
that 2019 team after that 9-1 start, they immediately go on to lose 6 out of the next 7 games.
Mhm.
And like I don't think there's any universe where this Nuggets team.
You know
does
what I
anything
like in that
resembling
too?
that, you
Has
know?
everybody seen? Mark probably hasn't, but you watch. You get a lot of my cartoon references. I have kids, right? So I have a lot of But you've seen Finding Nemo, right?
Yes.
So when they're down in the depth and there's that little light with the trapper fish or whatever that fish is called.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, good feeling. And then the monster comes and he's
Yeah.
like, good feeling gone. That's exactly what that
Right.
season was like for
There you
me.
go.
9-1. 9-1.
feeling.
6 straight losses.
Yeah.
Good feeling gone.
Yeah.
What is this team going to do? I don't know what this team is going to do. Now, we can see the Nuggets do have a litmus test coming up right now. Like, they did beat Minnesota in Minnesota during this run. They haven't been able to beat Minnesota in the last 6 or 7 games.
Wasn't Minnesota minus someone though? Was AE out?
Ant was
or-
out.
Okay.
It was
all right.
just Ant.
Yep.
But otherwise, they were a complete team. Ant does change.
Just their best player by a head and a
Is
shoulder with
is
Cat
he their
gone.
best player?
Who would you put above him? Julius Randle?
Nas Reed.
Randall. Nas Reed?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm kidding.
I'm not trying to disrespect Randall or Nas
No,
Reed, but
no.
like I there's a pretty clear.
Nas
highlight.
Reed was 5th man or 6th man of the year, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
6th man of the year.
He's a starter now. He's a starter now.
Yeah,
I like Nas Reed.
I'm kidding.
yeah, I know you are for sure.
But the point is that regardless, last year when they played Minnesota minus Ant and Gobert and all of their players, the Nuggets still lost to that team.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
And the Timberwolves are 7-4, so they're playing decent basketball.
They're not a pushover,
Right.
and the Nuggets still beat them, and they got that 7-4 record mostly without Ant being on the court. Right. So not anything to sneeze at that they beat Minnesota, especially since they historically haven't beat Minnesota in the last at least 5 games that I can recall. They haven't been able to beat Minnesota. Now, their next few games, let me bring that up real quick, because their next few games.
Yeah, it looks like they're 5-2 with Ant and 2-2 without him.
So that's still not a losing record, but
I mean, he averages 27 a game. He's a huge part of their offense. He's not doing a lot from a rebounding assist standpoint relative to some of his previous years' contribute. I mean, he's never been like a triple-double type of guy, but his career, you usually get 5 and 4 out of him. He's a tick under that so far, but
so next few games, Timberwolves in Minnesota again. So if they beat Minnesota in Minnesota, no more games in Minnesota. The next game or 2 will be in Denver. But then they've got the up-and-coming Bulls who have been hot coming into Denver.
They've been skidding a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're 6-5 now. I think they've lost a few in a row. But,
Yep. But still a pretty good team.
But you should win that game at home. You should beat the Pelicans on the road. Your next real test is in Houston for your next
for the Rockets and the group
NBA Cup game.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And then they've got the Kings coming again. I think the Kings series will be done before Christmas. If I'm not remembering.
Yeah.
Because, well, maybe not. They'll have like one meaningless game at the end of the year against the Kings later. But the Kings, I think, are pretty much beneath the Denver Nuggets like for the rest of the season. I don't see them rising to the top at all. But Grizzlies aren't a big deal. Spurs, probably a big deal.
It's just that the Wolves game, the Spurs game, and the Rockets game are really the only like.
Yeah, they have a pretty easy schedule now that I think about it.
They shouldn't be threatened outside of that for the next 10. Like I said, you should not see a 1-6 stretch like you saw in 2019.
No, man, they really don't. They only have to play like 2 or 3 playoff caliber teams in the first 20 games. So they better take advantage of that, man. Like looking at this schedule. The Denver Nuggets could be because they don't have to play OKC at all.
All right, so I think we're on the same page. We've been saying it for a couple weeks. The Nuggets look good. We're excited about this year.
Yes, sir.
To not beat the dead horse, like you put the question on the list I want to get to here about why Jokic doesn't get the respect he deserves.
Okay, fair enough, because that's exactly what I was going to be asking next because after the last, even just the last 3 games, like, how is the MVP race just not over now? Today. Done.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're, I guess, biased, but are we? Like, nobody's ever done what he's doing, man.
Like, at
nobody.
all.
We're like normalizing it.
Right.
It's almost like every night we're like, oh well, I mean, he missed the assist, so I mean, like
we have to look for. We have
6
to look
assists
for.
to go with his 55. What?
Bro, we have to nitpick Jokic to death. Oh man, he was half a second late on that play right there.
Right.
Or like when he turns the ball over, like, what is he doing?
Or like me, he missed 2 in a row. I was like, oh, he's kind of not shooting that well tonight.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna
he
be one of
did
those
miss
games.
for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think there's some like weird normalization happening, and like even in the media too. Like I don't think.
Is it just because like the best players that we've seen in recent years are these like. Not, and obviously, Jokic is a 7-footer, right? Like, so it's not like he doesn't look the part from that perspective, but we're used to, Michael and LeBron just like, jumping from the free throw line to dunk over people in their prime and just being these like, shredded, running all over the court, defensive stopper type play. Like, is it just because he's got such a unique like style of play? Yeah, lumbering around. He doesn't really get off the ground because he doesn't have to. Like, he's not a defensive like highlight reel kind of player. Like, is it just
he doesn't block shots, but that man plays defense.
Well, I mean, he's like a steal machine.
And you can't even call it like boring because if you ever bother to watch this dude in person, it's like watching a magic show. You can't really
How did he get that pass in there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like facing like the opposite direction. Somebody's cutting in between 3 guys, and all of a of a sudden the ball just appears like in their hands on the other side of the court. Like, I don't know if it's just because the national media doesn't watch Nuggets games very
Jokic
often.
is playing in the Matrix. Jokic is Neo, and everybody else is just in the Matrix.
The Nuggets have always kind of suffered right. The Nuggets have always kind of suffered with this flyover state type of thing. No one watches the games.
Right.
That's why, I mean, for the longest time we've been trying to tell people about Jokic, and now we're all used to it, and people are just like, oh, he put up 55 points last night. And,
Right.
You know, like
Right.
after a back-to-back, you know, like.
Well, not just the way that he does it too. Like they were talking about how SGA had 55 first this year. And it's like, yeah, SGA will have 55 on like, 12 of 32 shooting with like 25 made free throws.
Yes.
And Jokic is 50.
100%.
And Jokic's 55 is on,
He shot 4 free throws last night.
Yeah, 19 of 23. Like,
I'm pretty sure
5 of 6 from 3-point line.
crazy.
Like it's just.
Let me double check my numbers, but I'm pretty sure last night he only shot about
Four
free throws.
That's wild.
And I know, like, Steph Curry's got the 50-foot three-pointers. Jokic doesn't have to shoot the ball from 50 feet out because he's just shooting over whoever's trying to guard him at the
Right.
perimeter, right?
Totally.
He's just trying to make the smart play.
Yeah. I mean,
Period.
he doesn't have the
He's not
crazy...
flashy.
Yeah.
And that's why they don't like him.
That's my point. Yeah, he doesn't have the crazy breakdown dribbles of, like, prime James Harden or stuff like that.
But
It's
some
just
of those
like-
passes, though, if you were just if some people would just be basketball fans and not fans of players,
Yeah.
if you were just fans of this sport, you would understand and respect the
Right.
game that Jokic is playing. And I think maybe, just maybe, the NBA has placated a little too much to the European style of basketball, and that turns people off here in America. Now, to me, I like a lot of the European style because they play a lot of fundamental basketball,
Right.
and that's what I like.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I like team basketball. I don't like one-on-one. Everybody else stands to one side of the court. If I wanted to watch that, I'd go down to the rec center or go to 24-hour fitness and watch that.
Right.
That would be the same
Totally.
thing.
Right.
I think you're onto something here because even look at the All-Star game, how they're framing it already. It's the world against USA. and
Right.
There's going to be 2 USA teams and a world team.
And the USA team is about to get the snot beat out of them because the upper echelon. Name the top 10 players right now.
SGA, Jokic.
I mean, SGA's Canadian, but he's not European.
Wait, you talking world or USA?
yeah,
You want
but
top
We'll
10?
say
he will
world.
be considered in the world team, I
He's
think.
in the world team.
Yeah.
SGA's in the world team.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying though, the top 10 players in the NBA right now.
Pascal Siakam.
I don't know if he's top 10. that's a
I'm
bit.
trying to
that's
think
a-
of more
that's a
people
stretch.
like, yeah.
International. Well, you got Giannis for sure.
Giannis.
So
Yep.
okay,
Embiid will probably play for USA, even though he could do either. Well, actually, he's probably not even gonna be healthy enough to go to the All Star
It doesn't.
game. knowing
It doesn't
him.
look like
It's a
that
fair
right
call
now.
out.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
should retire.
Yeah. So I mean, so I think there is something to what you're saying. There is that like there is this weird hate for what I mean. I don't know if it's hate. I think it's like old school players trying to keep the greatness in America or something, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, or something like that. Like
Well, I mean, it is our game, but it's a world's
I get
game
it.
now.
Well, and
It's the world's game now.
Totally.
I will say this too, like when defenses aren't playing Jokic that way, where he's lighting up the scoreboard like that. I mean, there are definitely times where I look at the box score after the game and I'm like, I'm shocked because I feel like I didn't actually see him, like impacting the game for a big stretch of time. But really, he's like gobbling up every rebound and just even if it's not flashy, but like making the easy passes that he's supposed to make that's turning into assists. It's like you turn around and he's only shot 7 of 12 on the night. He's barely taken any shots, but he still had 25 and 16 and 12 or whatever, right? And it's
totally.
like it's just a different feel when you talk about what people are looking for, because most people aren't, especially in the regular season in the NBA, I don't feel like they're watching the whole game, right? I feel like they're going to the highlight reel and they're not seeing Jokic on the highlight reel. They're seeing, they're seeing
But that's a problem in itself right there. To be honest with you, that's a problem in itself right there because, and I've been watching too. I go after the game and the next day, the next 2 days to see if some of these passes, some of these steals that he gets, and all of these things that Jokic does that are great basketball plays. And, not even just the like lob passes that he does 2-3 times a night for touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, not even including those. Like, they don't show any of that on ESPN.
Right.
They don't show any of that on FS1. They don't show. And I'm telling you, when I call this show the Sportz Phenz, it's because I watch sports all the time. Like, I really do. And every moment that I can be, if I'm not at, and sometimes even when I'm at work, I'm watching sports. I'm listening to sports.
Right.
I'm looking at stats. I'm doing these things. And you don't see it. You just don't see it. And that's to me is the problem. Is the NBA, if you're going to, or I'm just going to speak directly to the NBA, like, listen to me, man. If you're going to market the European players and the foreign players, make sure you market the best one. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't care how dull he is. Find a marketer. I promise you, if you were to hire me as the marketing director for that campaign, I can make Jokic like sizzle. Like, sincerely, it's not that hard.
Turn into a job interview a little quick.
I'm shameless plug, man. I'm trying to make some money, bro. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, like, dude, you if you find the right marketing mind, you could turn his dull. You could even like take. There was a campaign with him and Peyton Watson that I
was gonna
loved.
say, the hotel one.
Where they
right?
added the horse.
Yeah.
And like took his personality and made it the you need to find that
He's got
guy.
a little dry humor going,
You need to find that guy because Jokic is all about self-deprecation. Like, he's not afraid to make himself, the butt of the joke. He's not. He does it all the time. Like when he breaks the microphone at the end of the game and he's just like, doing those antics and stuff like that. He will make himself the butt of the joke. You can find ways to market this man, but if you're going to market the NBA for the world, you need to market the best player from the world. SGA is a great player, but he's not the best in the world. I'm sorry, he's just not. He's not the best in the world.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'll go the opposite direction on this. I don't think you're going to win this argument with national media and the limited attention span of a lot of the viewing public.
Because they need TikTok reels,
right?
And,
I think really the issue here is Jokic needs to. He has to start wearing those shoes with the big platforms in the back, so he can get his vertical up a couple inches.
So he has to revert to antics.
I need him to go out and win a dunk contest. I need him to work all off season on his crossover. And
while we're at it, put a red nose on that honks and a afro with like a rainbow afro.
That's what I'm saying. Give him some for the MMA fans out there, some Sean O'Malley hair, and turn this man into the highlight reel that he deserves to be. Give him the camera time, because you watch, he learns how to do a couple of little tiny flashy things outside of the crazy passes. All of a sudden the popularity contest starts to swing in his favor with those MVP votes.
I think it's crazy to even ask him to do any more than he's doing right now.
I'm completely kidding, by the way.
Hey, like Jokic, you have to do everything that you've been doing, but now you have to do it hopping on one leg.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we will be impressed.
Right. We'll put a blindfold on him during the games.
Right. You have to do everything backwards.
Yes.
I do get a little scared.
You can't run forward.
I get a little scared when he dunks. It almost looks like he's going to miss. Like, he can't jump high enough to get it, though.
Yo, he had a good one last night, bro.
I know. Yeah.
He did the... He gave it to him.
Back a little bit, yeah.
Put him in the dunk contest. That's what, what's his name that does the altitude? Marlo.
Yeah.
That's what he says every time Jokic does a dunk. And that's another thing is he's had more dunks in these last 11 games than he's had in the last 11 seasons,
right. I know. It's been a weird season seeing him dunk so much.
It's crazy the way he's playing right now. Now I had to check my numbers. I want to make sure that we're giving facts here. So on the last night when he played the Clippers, he was 13 of 15 for his free throws. So in that 55 points, he did have some free throws. But the night before, when he scored 35, got 15 rebounds and 7 assists, he only had 2 for 3 on free throws. 35 points. and only 2 of them came from the charity stripe.
Yeah, my man takes a lot of uncalled contact most nights for sure. Last
All
night,
of them were. Even Aaron Gordon was complaining about a bunch of contact. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
And Aaron Gordon took the most free throws that night at 7. He made 5, but he took the most at 7. Murray is the one that now Jokic doesn't get a whistle, but Murray, they could grab Murray. Okay, Murray could be going up. They could grab him by the neck, strangle him like this in midair, throw him to the ground,
Homer Simpson style there.
and not number yeah, throw him to the ground. He will number one. He'll still get the shot up and make it most of the time, but not get a whistle. Like he doesn't get a whistle for nothing. I mean, I swear I've seen one time him get grabbed by the neck and dude go pap, pap, and then, he makes the layup and no whistle. No, I mean, obviously I'm just joking.
You
but
send that highlight reel in the group chat and you find it for sure. Yeah.
No, but he has been hacked, sincerely. I'm being obviously I'm being over, dramatic about it, but
yeah, I do find it interesting from a very zoomed out philosophical NBA standpoint. It's you think about how the game has changed, and I get they want to promote high scoring and offense relative to what you saw in the 90s where it was just a 85 to 80 bloodbath all the time, right? I get you want an offense and a fast moving game, right? But the constant whistles seem counterintuitive to that for me. I get that you want them to just not touch each other at all so everyone can score at will. But if you're trying to make the game more entertaining, I promise you, there's nobody in the world outside of Oklahoma City that wants to watch SGA shoot 30 free throws every night.
Not one.
Yep.
I don't.
You're biased.
No, I mean, I watch basketball. I was watching a basketball game before here, with my daughter. We watch basketball all the time. I am a big basketball fan. I'm more of a basketball fan than I am a Nuggets fan, if you can believe that. And I'm a huge Nuggets fan. Okay. But I love basketball. I love the purity of basketball. I didn't like some of that whole Kobe era of one-on-one, that Allen Iverson, everybody stand on one side of the court. It just was. I wasn't a big fan of it. I still love basketball, so I watched it, but I still wasn't a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of jacking up threes just anytime you feel it's necessary in this current NBA. But I'm going to watch it because I like basketball and I love basketball. But this hatred for Jokic and this lack of just I think just in a quick thought, I think Jamal, once he gets his first All-Star, which he's playing like he's possessed right now, so he might get that this year. I'm hoping and praying he gets that this year because he will, to me, be the first, as far as I know, the first Max player never to get an All-Star appearance. Because I can't think of one.
I know. Just this year, though, AG shows up. Is playing out of his mind.
It would be crazy if all 3 went.
That'd be great.
I mean, you keep winning 9 out of 11 games, you're going to get at least 2 All-Stars, pretty much regardless of what stat line you see from those individuals. But yeah, Murray right now, 22, 6, and 5. So definitely looking like playoff Murray. I want to, and I know we're kind of going on a tangent here and we want to get back to our itinerary, but real quick, I want to kind of ask a question. Something you said made me think. So the Kobe era, the AI era of the ISO ball, which you can really even trace farther back if you want to. I feel like LeBron got a lot of grief over the course of his career for, the perception of, he doesn't want to take that last shot, right? He doesn't want to be the guy. When in reality, a lot of that was he would drive or even not drive, and he would see double teams on the last play of the game, and then he's making the right basketball play, passing to the open man, and everyone's like, oh, well, why you passing to Ray Allen in the corner? Like, you're supposed to be that guy. You're supposed to take the shot no matter what. The way Kobe did, where Kobe's shooting, step back, contested mid-range with 3 hands in his face, and, he's not making all of them. He might make some, right? But I think there was this element of it created these huge iconic, heroes in the game that made it more fun to watch, right? Like, everyone wanted to be Kobe shooting that, step back mid-range in the driveway with no time left on the clock. You weren't practicing in the driveway to be the guy that hits, makes the pass to the guy shooting the kick out three, right?
Or gets the rebound.
Right, exactly. And
secures the win.
In a lot of ways, that worked against LeBron's legacy for a long time, right? So I guess,
So, okay.
I guess that's my question is, would you agree that worked against LeBron's legacy? I just said it, that was my opinion, but...
No. I mean, yes, it does, to your point. But here's the bigger thing when it comes to what I said. It's not just the ISO ball at the end of the game. At the end of a game, even when I was in high school or middle school, that we had the guy that when the game is on the line, that's who we're giving the ball to. Right? We had our Jordan, we had our Kobe, we had our guy. LeBron never wanted to be, I felt, that guy. Yes, he always wanted to make the smart basketball play, but he didn't want the legacy of I missed the shot at the end of the game. And when I talk about ISO ball, I'm talking about over the entirety of the game. There was an era from let's say 99 to 2012, 2013, give or take a few years, to where teams, even in the first quarter, their whole offense was give it to this guy. Everybody else spread to the other side of the floor, and then he's going to take his defender one-on-one every offensive possession.
Sure.
And that is boring as hell. That's boring.
Yeah.
It's just boring, man. I don't like watching that.
I mean, if he's cold, right? But
no, period. I don't like it.
But there are times let's say it's a playoff environment. Your team has to win the game, and you've seen this even more recent years.
That's what I just said. At the end of a game,
no, not even just the last play, right? But I've watched stretches where Kyrie Irving, for example, spent the last 5 minutes doing that every possession and making 80% of the shots for a few minute stretch, right? Not for the whole game, not for one play, but somewhere in between of allowing that to be your offense for long stretches of time, because that dude's hot, and that they're, for whatever reason, whatever lineup is on the floor defensively, no one can match up with them, right? There's a time and a place for it, to your point.
No, but I'm saying just the ISO ball, to where specifically everybody moves to one side and it's one-on-one basketball. What you're talking about is when Kyrie, yes, he was taking every shot, but it wasn't ISO ball. It was, we're going to pass it 4 or 5 times, but the last person to touch it is going to be Kyrie. That's basketball. I'm good with that. I'm talking about Kobe's got the rock, everybody move out the way. That I didn't like that style of basketball, and that didn't win for him. It wasn't until he adopted the triangle offense, just like MJ. When MJ, it was ISO ball. Could not win with that recipe.
Could put up 34 a game, but couldn't win.
I can't think of any team in history that has won in that way with ISO ball. Just like when the Denver Nuggets used to do the run and gun offense. It won a lot of games in the regular season, but in the playoffs, everything slows down. Teams know your tendencies. You're not going to get as many fast breaks. You are going to have a half-court offense.
You can go all the way back to Wilt if you really want to. What good does 50 a game get you if you're, if the Celtics or the Lakers are winning the title every year,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So, just to that point, to what you're asking me, to me, it wasn't about just the ISO ball in that era when it comes to, or as it pertains to, as a strategy. It was just every team had that guy to where they were just ISOing him up. And even some to this extent, now some teams still try to implement that. And it's terrible basketball. Basketball has 5 players for a reason, man. When you get to the playoffs, like I said, basketball slows down. Everybody, and you're playing the same team 7 times, up to 7 times, right? So good coaches, great coaches, or even coaches, average coaches, are going to be able to nitpick your tendencies. They're going to be able to know exactly what you do when you make that first crossover. They're going to know your next 3 moves after that, and they're going to coach their players to that every game by game. And some coaches are even good at doing it quarter by quarter and half by half, right? any coach worth their weight in salt actually really can do that. I mean,
or even like, again, going back to Ty Lue and what started this conversation, even if you can't figure out any way to stop this person, like, one person is not ever going to be enough if the other 5 are clicking.
Right. When you run up against a team like OKC where their top 15 players could, they have 3 starting squads on their bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, there's 5 starters, right? And then they have the next 5 guys could be starters elsewhere.
Don't they still have another 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years?
I'm
too?
saying,
like,
they set themselves up to look pretty. Now, granted, it's more just equity because they're not going to be able to keep all of these people without going into the second apron.
Sure.
Like, there's just no way.
Right.
So unless the NBA changes their business model within the next 3 or 4 years, OKC, just like Minnesota and just like the Denver Nuggets, in the past couple of years have had turmoil trying to figure out. I think that's why the old GM was doing all of those player sign deals. It was stupid, but it made sense when it comes to the apron, because you're not married to a guy like completely, but you're kind of like he's kind of like your side piece, I guess.
Wow.
Like he's not.
All right. Well, with that,
Well,
should we've been talking about this for a while. Should we talk about Nico Harrison or should we talk about football?
No, Nico Harrison. I think everybody pretty much. That's like.
I've already heard all the conspiracy theories and everything.
He should have been fired the minute. If I was the owner, just real quick, if I was the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and you came to me and said, "I want to trade the best player we have, a generational player," I'd have fired you.
And he's 25. And also,
he's in his prime.
And also, I've only been negotiating with one team. I haven't actually assessed his market value with anyone else. And also, the deal that I got with that one team is horribly undervalued, and I'm getting old people that are going to have their bodies break into pieces in like the first five games after they get here. Sound good?
Yep. Take that trade. Fired.
Sure.
Fired. Take the rest of the day off. You're fired, sir. Like, no way. Okay, but that's all we're going to talk about with that. That should have been done the minute he even...
I don't even know why. The stories that were coming out on the national news were like, well, we're sorry, but it's like, why are you even sorry for Nico, man? He made his bed. He's got to lay in it.
Yeah,
right,
man.
I digress. Sorry.
Okay, all right. We've laid that to bed.
Yep.
That dead horse has been beat again.
It is fun to beat that dead horse, though.
Well...
I hate to say it, but it is fun to pick on him.
It is. But
what are the
speaking...
Dallas fans going to boo now if they can't boo Nico, you know?
The
I know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Everything else, because that's just what they do.
Right.
But speaking of horses, not dead horses, but speaking of horses,
Broncos,
or maybe
nice.
even what some would consider dead horses, the Broncos barely beat the Raiders last week in a Thursday night game.
Another Tebow-like thriller.
Here's the thing, and I posted this on our site. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Sportz Phenz. I've even opened up a new a group, Sportz Phenz group. Try to join. Holla at your boy. We'll get you in. All we're going to do is talk sports in there. But I put this on there that basically I think a lot of people are discounting the Broncos' schedule when it comes to their play. Now, defense will always travel. I don't care what. If you have a great defense, that will travel even all the way to London. Okay? If your defense is that good, which the Denver Broncos defense is that good, even when they lose their best player, they're still shutting down offenses, not allowing them to score over 20 points, et cetera, et cetera. I think they're discounting how hard having 2 Thursday night games, so short weeks, right? Plus flying over to London, coming back without a bye week, which you usually get. Now I get it, that's self-inflicted. It's been reported that was self-inflicted. The Broncos did not want their bye week that early in the season. And the NFL wasn't going to move their London game to the end of the season. So the NFL was like, okay, you're not going to take your bye week. You're going to have a game the next following week. So they did. Flew back from London, and that's after playing on Thursday night, right?
Well, you can't criticize that decision since they came away with wins too. You know.
They're 8-2 at the end of the worst possible scheduling that you could have as a professional or any kind of team.
All right, so maybe that's a little extreme, but point taken.
No,
So
I wouldn't say that's terrible. Look, so their first game opener at home.
yeah,
Then they go to Indianapolis on the East Coast, right?
yep,
Then they have to fly back to the West Coast to play L.A. In L.A.
yeah.
Then a Thursday night game back here. Then all the way across the pond.
No, Monday
right?
night in
Monday
Cincinnati.
night. Excuse
Yeah.
me, Monday night,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Then fly across the pond, right?
Listen, outside of
I'm just saying,
outside of the London game, what you're describing is the life of a professional athlete in the
Yeah.
modern sports world. Okay,
But it's the
and-
London. But it's the caveat is that London game.
But they played the Jets in the London game. Like,
so what?
okay, all right, I understand your point. So let's acknowledge your point. Let's say that this is the reason why this offense has been picked apart by the national media and stuff like that, right? Well, now you had a week and a half to prepare for Kansas City, and then you get a bye week before you have to deal with Washington and the rest of your schedule. So based on that logic, there's no excuses if they don't come out humming in Denver against KC with a week and a half to prepare. Yes?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
There should be no lull. That's why everybody was saying the 8-2. People were saying the 8-2 and they're flukish. That this team is not. They're pretenders.
There's no such
They're
thing
not-
as flukish when you have that good of a defense, though. You know.
That's my point too. Is like this offense hasn't played. This offense hasn't played its best in its first series of games with the terrible schedule. The injuries that they've had to deal with not having a complete team. Yes,
It's
you're
a
right.
young, developing offense. That's just, I mean, that's
Coupled
straight
with that, their wide receivers, their oldest wide receiver besides Sutton is in their second year, right?
Yeah.
And it just got younger if Dobbins misses this game against KC.
Right. So now Harvey's starting. Now you have Bidet back up. And then probably McLaughlin or somebody else coming up from the third string. But
I am very interested to see what Sean Payton does with that running game because I don't think anyone other than Dobbins or maybe Bo Nix has had more than 5 carries in a game in like over a month.
well, Dobbins has actually gotten about 15 carries on average the past, but he's been very efficient with those carries.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you take him out of that offense, and he seems to be the only one that like 15 carries. For Sean Payton running back means he trusts that man to the ends of this earth because he doesn't give 15 carries to anyone.
No, but
Yeah.
Harvey's been more dynamic and had more of the big plays. He just hasn't been consistent in his like running.
Yeah, they've
Like
used
he just has big plays every once in a while, and then it's just like everything else is mundane and in between.
they've used him a little bit in the passing game, more than Dobbins
Yeah.
at times. They've used him a little bit in the red zone, and yeah, every once in a while he breaks one off. But yeah, it's the reliable between the tackles, like stay ahead of the chains running that he's struggled with. You know.
Well, I'll tell you this. One thing I don't want to see is Denver fans booing our team at home again.
That was lame.
When
Yeah.
we were at the Dallas game, that pissed Mark and I off as well.
Yeah.
We were just looking around. We were looking at each other like, what? Oh, I almost cussed. I almost cussed. Because it does. It pisses me off. You don't boo your team. Like, yeah. Granted,
There
if this
is-
team was like 1-8 or something like that,
Right.
and they were still stinking up the arena, yes, boo them. But this team is 8-2. They're winning games.
Right.
Yeah, it's boring AF to watch for the first 3 quarters. Yes.
You just got to hang in there, man.
But it
Hang
is.
in there.
It is. But you can't discount that this team is winning, man. You can't. You just can't.
I think the issue is that it costs $400 to get in the door at Mile High, and people are feeling like the first 3 hours of their hard-earned money was spent on watching.
And I feel them on that. I
a
do.
snoozer.
Because, like I said, we went to that Dallas game. It was not cheap.
It
Yeah.
was not cheap, and there was a very loud Dallas fan right behind us.
There was
and
like
it
3 or
very
4 of them
annoying
right behind us.
for like a quarter or two, because then they started quieting down.
Until the Broncos started
Right,
scoring.
when we
Yeah.
started pulling away.
So you
they-
had about 30 on the board, right?
Yeah, and then they got real quiet
Real
real
quiet.
fast.
Yeah. That's how
and that's
goes.
typically how it goes with loud fans like that. But come on, Denver, we're better than that. I understand. We're not.
Well,
It's not the old fans like us anymore.
It's
you know?
annoying because it's the new fans
We're
that
old heads,
have
man.
priced us out.
These Gen Z kids.
Yeah, like I mean, well, I don't even know if it's that. I think it might even be an older crowd.
Oh, okay.
Because
It's just a
they're
new money.
more
is what he
affluent.
means.
You're
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about people
yeah.
moving into Colorado, or
No,
Just new Bronco fans.
okay.
Just and I've talked to a lot of people who own season tickets. Sometimes it's just like these super rich people will just buy a block of tickets and they will disperse them,
Sure.
as like gifts or like incentives or
Right.
whatever. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it's just all those fans are the guys that are booing.
Sure.
I feel. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Those are the people. That's exactly what I mean. It's very similar to when the first year after the Denver Nuggets had won the championship when they didn't make it. It's like how many people fell off the bandwagon and were booing and wanting the heads of, let's trade Murray, let's get rid of Jokic, let's fire Malone. It's those people that I really just would like to get rid of. But I'm talking to those people directly right now and real quickly. We don't boo our teams here. We don't boo them unless they are really terrible.
8-2, dude?
Really
Come on.
terrible.
Like we're 8-2. I've booed some bad Orton teams.
Right.
I think that's one of the last times.
Right. That's the litmus test right there.
There you go.
Like if that's the quarterback or that's the style of play that you're having to watch, like, okay, I get it. But this team hasn't shown me anything that says that they can't put it together eventually. As Mark adequately stated, it's a young team on offense. The defense is there. It's there. It's ready to go. The offense does need to click, and I am staring and watching intently this Sunday because they do need this game. It's not win or lose and everything falls apart this Sunday, but to a certain extent, we only have 3 minutes, don't we?
We got like 4 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I do want to get to New England for our good friend. What'd you say his name is Mike?
Mike.
Mike.
Hope you're still watching, Mike.
We are going to talk New England, Mike. I promise.
Yeah.
We'll get to it. We need to run late.
So my Connecticut background, my amazing stepdad has been asking us to talk about the Patriots for about a month now. The 8-2, possibly about to be 9-2 Patriots. The future MVP Drake Maye.
May or may not be the second coming
of whoever your religious deity is / Tom Brady. No, that dude's got a gun, man.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, man.
Bruh, he looks good.
They seem to just find those guys there,
It's like he had a rookie slump and then came into his second year and there's like no...
Well, he didn't play horrible last year if you really look at the stats. Like, yes, he's definitely taken a big step forward, but he was on a much worse team, definitely on both sides of the ball, you could argue.
Fair.
And from a coaching
Terrible
standpoint.
coach,
I mean,
yeah.
I was going to say, you got to give Vrabel, as much credit as anyone for this.
Well, you also
turnaround,
have to give Josh McDumbass credit because that's his OC, so... That's his name from now on.
I don't know what it is about the OC job in New England that just turns that man into a completely different human.
Why do they keep bringing him back?
And because look what he's doing.
Well,
he doesn't do that anywhere else.
So is Drake? Is it Drake Maye or is it him?
It's not Josh McDaniel.
Would you say it was what's
Tom Brady or was it him?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Tom Brady's numbers did dip when he left.
You could argue
they were winning, but his numbers did dip.
You could argue till you're blue in the face about who's most responsible between Brady, Belichick, Josh McDaniel, Drake Maye, whoever you want to argue.
His name is Big Dumbass.
But at the end of the day, everyone involved in that equation had to not mess things up too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that he could easily get in the way and make this not work, and he hasn't done that. So, and he's working with a second-year quarterback on a team that won 4 games last year. So.
Yeah. No. All credit, tip my hat. New England is on fire. They will be a very tough out come playoff time. But I do have a conspiracy theory with Mr. McDumbass. I honestly do think that because the Broncos at that time when he came here, Mark, stop me if I'm wrong, but the Broncos at that time were rising.
Well, because that's when Jake Plummer had just beaten the Patriots in the AFC or to go to the AFC Championship against the Steelers, and we lost there. But
they had all kinds of weapons
we
here.
were rising, yes.
And they just had drafted what's his name that he traded to the Bears. Why can't I think of his name right now? Cutler, who was actually a really good prospect. He failed in Chicago, but I think that was
some good years. They went to some NFC
That's exactly what I was gonna say. He didn't. But he didn't have as promising career as he was projected to when he was here. And Josh McDaniels came in here and literally just started getting rid of everyone and everything. And then everybody, when he won them first 6 games, we were like, oh, well, maybe he's on to something.
Right.
And then when they lost every game after that, it was just like, what the hell? I think he came in here to assassinate our up-and-coming.
All right.
And then he went right back to New England like nothing happened.
So there you go, Mike. You wanted us to talk about how great the Patriots are this year.
And then I'm going to tear him down, too.
You're watching a Denver sports show. We immediately go into 15-year-old conspiracy theories about Josh McDaniel being sent to ruin the Broncos.
Hey, don't tell me that the New England Patriots aren't known for cheating.
Yeah, fair.
Very known for cheating. And the Broncos were on that team that was trying to take them down.
I was going to say, what's the saying about trying, right?
Well, if you're not cheating, you're not trying,
right.
bro. I saw that on Facebook today. Somebody was like, because they said some team was cheating. The Chiefs cheated their whole time of winning. And the guy responded with, every team in professional sports cheats. You just have to be really good at it or something like that. And I was like, that is just dumb. That is just dumb. A dumb thing to say.
Anybody saying that either is single or does not have a healthy relationship.
And definitely lives in his mom's basement. I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying, Art.
You don't live in the basement, though. You don't live in the basement. I was not. Mark,
I got you.
I'd like my first part of my apology. No, just
Hell yeah.
Anyways, guys, I think that does do it for us. We're over on time. You know what, Mark? You got time? Just real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to real quick
it.
for both of you. Just real quick. Because this I can't remember what show I got this off of because I listen to and watch a lot of sports. So I can't remember. But in this industry, if you're not stealing, you're not trying. That's for sure.
There you go.
Because this is a copycat league when it comes to media.
Yeah.
But with that said, I want to throw something at you too, and throw it out to the fiends out there. You guys hit us up at Sportz Phenz on Facebook, at Twitter, on our YouTube chat line. But okay, so you're starting a franchise, right? You can only choose starting QBs, and I don't mean acute like you can't choose whoever's replacing Burrow in Cincinnati. You have to choose Burrow, okay? Or he's the selection. So it has to be a starting QB in the NFL right now, this year. You're starting a franchise. Who are you running with?
Nikola Jokic.
End of show. We will see y'all next week. No, just mic drop. I mean, Jokic is accurate, bro. Like this dude throws it with hoops. 5 people in front, 11 guys in front of him, and he puts it on a dime.
I was gonna say he's got that quarterback stature. Nobody's blocking.
No, he's not
Nobody's
throwing a
deflecting
football.
those passes at the line of scrimmage.
He's
Come on.
not throwing a football.
Throwing right over the top of everybody. He
He's
sees the
throwing
whole
a basketball,
field.
which is a little bit easier when you're getting the rotation and making it, drop in. A little easier. But, okay, back to seriousness. Who are you running with? Mark.
I'm still thinking.
Okay,
I had the
Ryan.
first, but
Who's your quarterback? And you
All right.
can't say Love.
No.
No, just kidding.
I wouldn't say Love. I hate to say it, but I wouldn't say Love. So sorry to get technical on this. Is my roster ready to win now, or am I in a rebuilding roster still?
I hate playing this game with him. We would do this at work, and I would give him this scenario, and he'd be like, wait, I have questions.
Hey, that's a good point.
Because
though.
HR brain. Shut off the brain.
This is what I'm saying. Why would I want like Patrick Mahomes or something if I need 5 years
you're
to be able to
starting
compete?
your team. That's what I'm saying you're starting your team. So you're starting from your quarterback. You don't have a team. You're literally starting your
Okay,
franchise
so there's
and you're
nobody on the roster. This
Nobody.
is- okay.
Baker
all right,
Mayfield.
all right.
You okay? Okay. Why?
Because he's a scrappy dude.
Okay. Baker Mayfield now or when he was actually drafted?
Now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Ryan's like, oh, now I have the parameters. I have to do a little bit of research.
Yeah.
When you asked this earlier,
Uh-huh.
the first person I thought about
Mhm.
was Danny Dimes. For
Okay.
some reason, I don't know why. I don't know
Okay.
why. Even though he kind of fell off this last week or so. Well,
Okay.
he had the buyout this week, but
Believe it or not, even though I think overall Bo Nix is he's a overall better fundamentally quarterback than Daniels, or no, it's Jaden Daniels, right, in Washington.
Jaden Daniels, yes, the VR quarterback.
If I was starting a franchise right now with a starting quarterback, it would be with him,
With who?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not a bad pick. I think the question is, do you go for one of these, like the big three, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lamar, Mahomes, the big four: Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
Mhm.
I would say, like that's if
They're
you-
also aging. Keep that in mind.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
if you think you can win in the first few years, depending on where you're picking in this fantasy
Mhm.
draft, right? But if you're trying to go the youngest guy you can that has already kind of proven themselves,
Mhm.
like just enough to know you're not like
And
gambling
your first
on a
pick,
fail.
just to give you context, your first pick.
Yeah.
So your first pick overall, who are you
Dude,
taking?
honestly, I think there's an argument to be made for Drake May. I mean, name a guy.
I knew he was going to say that.
Name a guy that's that young that you already have that level of confidence in.
Okay, no, that's
Good point.
that is a good point. And the show I was watching, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was on ESPN. It was definitely a TV show. It wasn't on the radio. But he had 5 quarterbacks that he would start with, and he had Drake May as his number one. And that blew my mind. I was like, no.
I mean-
this is his first year of doing anything. Like,
If
I don't know.
If he could play this well with Josh McDumbass, imagine him with the real OC. That's all I'm saying.
I got him to call him Josh McDumbass, Mike.
Nice.
You heard that right, Mike? You heard that.
Hey, it's his show. It's his rules. I'm just.
All right, so y'all know what we got. Let us know what you got. Who you running with out of all the quarterbacks, the starting quarterbacks right now? And if you say Geno Smith, I'll slap you. But we will see y'all next week at 7 p.m.
Joe Flacco, baby.
We will make it on time next week. I promise we will make it. But thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, again, to follow us on YouTube at Sportz Phenz. Follow us on everything at Sportz Phenz. And we will see y'all next week,
Welcome
man.
to the
Thank you
Sportz
for
Phenz
everything,
Show.
guys. I appreciate
The
you
show where,
guys.
just like
I
you,
appreciate
we
you
can't get enough
guys.
sports.
And again, I'll say it again. I've said it twice now, but we will see y'all next week. Peace.
Thanks for staying up late. That's y'all.
Yes.
Johnson throwing, it's up for grabs, and it's caught for the touchdown! And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50. The Avalanche are 2022 Stanley Cup champions! And a shot into the back of the net for Diego Rubio!
Now here's your hosts, Arthur Knight